Yeah, KDP is so saturated. I can't find a niche. Is this you? Well, stay tuned because I have tons of ways for you to find niches, and I have one that I'm going to show you, and then also I'm going to kind of uncover a niche that I think is really ripe for people to go into, and it's totally unsaturated. So here we go. Hi, I'm Ashley with Publish with Ashley, where I talk about how to make money online, usually about KDP and how to create books, but also how to do printables on Etsy, and just I'm into creativity. So please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I could really use your support. And we're going to dive right in. All right, so a really fun and creative way to find niches is actually going through the Amazon bestseller list. So you just go to the Amazon bestseller list, which you have up here. It'll say bestsellers. I'm on books. So any department, books, children's books, activities, games, and I've gone all the way down here to word games. So these bestseller lists are the top 100. The page before this was 1 through 50. This is 51 through 100. And I like to go through, but I just wanted to show you. I got through all the way down. Let's see here. Here is where I came up with what I thought would be a really good niche. And the reason it caught my eye, one of the things I like about books and finding books is you find new niches just by your own experiences. Now, recently, my daughter has had trouble reading, so she's had a reading specialist at her school, and they talked to me, and one of the things she was having problems with is like rhyming. She just doesn't get like the end sound sounding the same. It's just, I don't understand what doesn't click in her brain, but it doesn't. So sometimes she'll get them right and sometimes she won't. But like frog, dog, snail, pail, pig, wig. So they were trying to say work with rhyming words so that she understands that sounds like things that sound the same, that they're just different letters, and these different letters create words, but she's just not getting that rhyming concept. It's kind of, for some reason, she just doesn't get it. So one of the things they suggested was looking through and playing games with things that rhyme. So, hey, I see a door. What rhymes with door? More, I see this in this, a pig. What rhymes with pig? A wig. So I actually was like, wow, this would be really fun. And originally when I looked at it, it was like 33,000, 37,000. And I thought, well, that's really selling well. And I wonder if there is a lot of rhyming books out there that work with kids who have trouble with rhyming. And so first I clicked on this book just to kind of, look at it and see, anything interesting. Like it's got 70 pages. You can let's see, look inside. So you can go look inside and see what's in there. And it's a rhyming book. So word searches with things that rhyme. Well, that's good. Cat, bat, fat, mat, hat. Oh, look, it's got like the hand-drawn mazes, if you guys remember that. It's got do these rhyme, circle the happy. So you can see this is something you could create, and definitely kids would enjoy. It's very pictorial, it's very fun, it's trying to appeal to different ways to learn pictorially or even writing or drawing. So this is a really fun book, and it's definitely something you could create to solve a parent problem like me who needs to work with our daughter on rhyming. So I think this is really great. So I started doing some research, right? I typed in rhyming activity book, and it says, 1 of 16 over 2,000. Yeah, there's really not that many results. When you start going through, you can see that in the first 1 or 2 pages, there are some like actual kind of rhyming activity books and maybe some phonics. But after that, it kind of goes just to stories that rhyme, a children's rhyming book, Do Ants Wear Pants, which is a great idea, right? Create a children's storybook that walks kids through rhyming and is fun and is silly, like Do Ants Wear Pants. Sally the Snake, so this is a rhyming story with a coloring activity. Rhyming dictionary for kids. This one doesn't apparently have really good results, or as far as stars. It's got some 5 and some people are unhappy with it. But you can look and see why people are unhappy with it. Now, I thought this first rhyming book, that's a really good idea. these word families. Now, word families is something also the reading specialist was talking to me about, and talking about word families, things that rhyme, things that have the same and similar sounds and things like that. So if you don't know about that, definitely just do some Google research and you can find out a little bit more about that to be, well versed in that if you're going to create this type of book. But you can see that this one, I thought this was a great one because my daughter is a very pictorial learner, and I thought an I Spy book with rhyming words would be great, right? You have a car, or like the cat, hat, mat. So you have a cat here, and then you say what pictures rhyme with cat. So it would be a hat, a mat, a bat, things like that, right? I thought this would be a really great type book, and you can see that it is doing well. So it's combining I Spy with my little with rhyming words. Now I do want to say real quick, I Spy, yes, there's a trademark on I Spy, but it's for a specific look. Like there's an eye with an eyeglass, so it's actually like a pictorial trademark. So the word I Spy, when I last looked about 2-3 weeks ago, it was not trademarked. Definitely go do your research. It's always good to look before you publish something. But last when I looked, it was the word itself. As long as you weren't using their mark, it was fine. But you could stay away from it and put like find and seek, seek and find, rhyming book, activity book, right? That definitely would be good. All right, so I thought this was really a good idea. So I started going to Publisher Rocket, which I love, and there's going to be some really good deals coming up on Publisher Rocket if you're interested in this. Next week I'm going to do my Black Friday sales, and they just sent me a really good deal on Publisher Rocket. So if you like this, just wait till Black Friday. Got another week. Okay, so I looked up rhyming activity books, and you can see these are pretty short, 63, that 70 pages is kind of what you're looking at. And that one was in particular was in black and white. So pretty good profit margin. They're selling theirs at $7 something, so like $3. And the competitive score is 46, so you could definitely get on the first page for that keyword. And it doesn't have a huge amount of searches for that specific thing, but I went a little bit more general. Rhyming books, rhyming book for 2-year-old children, kids 3 to 5, kindergarten, preschools, toddlers, and 4 kids. And you can see, like, other than just basic rhyming book, which I can see because that would be like even just a storybook rhyming book, that's going to be pretty competitive. And you can see the searches aren't great because people aren't just looking for rhyming book, they're looking for it to do something. So like rhyming book for 2-year-olds, like I Spy, you could definitely put an I Spy for 2-year-olds because they're pictorial type learners. But you can see that the competitive scores aren't too bad and the searches are pretty good. Rhyming book for kids, that's a good one right there. Okay, and I also went over and looked at the competition analyzer, and you can see this rhyming activity book, and you can kind of see that there's some decent BSRs, but they're really this did not have a huge amount of competition. Like I said, you start getting into teaching sources and things like that, books that rhyme, like storybooks. But the actual rhyming activity books that work with kids and learning to rhyme and match and things like that, there's just not that many. Okay, and then I looked rhyming books for children, so I was thinking, well, you could do rhyming storybooks, right? So see you later, alligator, do ants wear pants, which I think is so cute. Here's a good one. Harvey the Heart had too many farts, which is, funny. It's a little silly and funny, right? Farting, and they're hearts, so, it rhymes. And then it's also themed. So this is going to probably do much better, obviously, around, it's still doing really well right now, 32,000, right? It's funny, but it's going to even do better towards Valentine's Day. And I could totally see getting a Valentine's Day gift for boys. I can totally see that. They would think it was much funnier, right? So silly Tilly, you could also do coloring books that rhyme. Anything. There's so many things you could do. But I just thought this was a really great idea, a really good niche that you could delve into because really, as far as activity books and I Spy and things like that, there isn't a whole lot out there. Or if you're interested in the children's book side of the house, rhyming is definitely, you can go funny, silly rhyming and see what else you can get. Toot a long story. Okay, that's really clever. Anyway, so just see what fun and creative things you can come up with rhyming. And don't forget that you can look for unique ideas by looking at this bestseller, if I can get back to it. Your bestsellers, so the 1 to 100s of just like, you can start with party games, you can look there's so many that you can look in and see if you can get a great idea from. So I love the top 100s, especially these lower level categories, because they give me a ton of ideas. All right, well, I hope you learned something today, and I hope this was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love that. I'd love to see you here every week. All right, see you later. Bye.